All right, this is the most perplexing part of this project, and I haven't even started yet. I am going to put my number 7 in here. I'm going to put it in this vertical position. So, given that, you can see here the distance between, this represents the door as it's closed, and it's vertical. And so I struck a line across this way. I had this shifted over from the tip of the plane to this point to give me the height of this till, and that is approximately 22 1/4, but that's right to the tip, and that's using a 1/2 inch standoff here, which probably will be what I do use. So I'm going to call this, I'm going to go up here another 1/2 inch to give me some room, and call it 22 3/4. So what that means is I've got this much room here. I've got over 1 inch. I can kick this bottom out some more to give me more lean back, and I like that idea. So I did the math on my computer, and I think I misspoke earlier when I said this was going to be 12 inches wide. It's actually 5, and I did say this was going to be 5 1/2 out here, plus a 1/2, that's 11, not 12. It's actually going to be narrower. So I can call this out here instead of 5, I can call this probably 4 at the bottom. 5 1/2 to there, 6 1/2. Yeah, I can take 1 inch off. I can go to, and that's not even an inch, let's just call that 4 at the bottom. And then these other planes, instead of it being let's get this one out of the way. Instead of this being down here, which is very close to this measurement, I'll bring it up here, and you can see the room I gain by doing that. So I won't have it sitting low, I'll have it sitting up high. And that takes all the mystery out of that. And I believe my other plane here that would be going low would be number 6 would be the next one that would be low. And I shouldn't say low, that would go up here. And that now becomes even with that, if not a little bit inside. So this is my standard right here. That's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to say this is my starting point. So I can move this in about 1 inch. Let me just see what happens if I move it 1 1/4 inches. I think it's going to be too much. Make sure we're still vertical. That's good. So if I bring that into right there, yeah, it's 5 1/2 away, and down here we're less than 4, so 4 inches would be good. There's 4. So now I've gained an inch, yeah. So 5 plus 4.5, I'm at 9.5 now. Plus a half an inch for the back, 10 inches. Well, got the shelf down, and here's a little tip. I pulled the first one. If you are in a tight space like this and you can't get to the head of the nail, very easily anyway, grab it with a vice grip. It gives you the ability to kind of wiggle it back and forth while you're prying up, and out she comes. And you do very little damage to your piece. The reason I did that, it's not just a common nail, it's one of these ribbed nails that are supposed to bite, and I didn't want to have a bunch of tear out, so that worked out pretty good. The bad news is I glued and doweled these in from this side, so I have to figure out a way to get a saw in here maybe and cut this off, cut these shelves off. They're really not bad little shelves. Could come in handy for something else. So I want to get in there and do as little damage as possible to this. This is going to be my back side, I believe. I'm kind of tearing this one up a little bit. It'd be nice if I could cut with the grain, but I can't. It does a little bit of damage to the shelf bracket, but not too bad all in all. I did pull down on that a little bit. This blade has no set to it, so if I can keep it straight or flat, I'll get by without doing any damage or more damage to the back here. You can see over here, this one ended up pretty good. So I'm happy with that one. Alright, just cut through the last one. Break it off there. Wasn't even held on by that much. Alright, I got some cleaning up to do here. Alright, I ended up with kind of gouging this right here, a little bit right there. This one over here, and then one more at the top. I believe that's where I had. I got one here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots, I believe. But that is fine. This is going to be the back. You know, after I did this, why there's no turning back. Basically, this will just get turned around, and it'll be fine.